Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I wanted to do a drugstore new products try-on / review. This is not a first impression. I have used these products many times, but I just wanted to kind of talk you through because I chose so many products in my weekly makeup basket, and then I'll do like some disappointing products videos, but I want to show some of the products actually going on my face. So if this sounds like something you want to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Okay, so like I said, this is not a first impression. I have used these products at least one time, if not multiple times, but I think like in the kind of new age of YouTube, it's kind of like if a product wasn't released in the last week, then it's old, but I just feel like that's a little ridiculous. So some of these products I really did buy about 6 months ago, but I just need time to form an actual opinion on them. So yeah, let's just get into this. So the first thing I have used one time, even though it's in the box, and I have used a sample of it prior, but it is the Hydro Boost Gel Cream Extra Dry Skin. This is dermatologist recommended by Neutrogena. And so what kind of drew me to this was I did really like this sample, but I don't really like drugstore face skincare because of the dirty ingredients in it, but this one it's okay. There's not paraben, sulfates, or dyes in it. It does say on the back that it's oil-free, fragrance-free, and dye-free. So it has better ingredients for lines like Neutrogena and Olay and all of that. So this is what it looks like in the jar. It does not have SPF, but the foundation that I'm going to use does have SPF. So I will go ahead and apply this to my face. I just take it on my finger, kind of dab it onto my skin, and then I rub it in. Okay, and then for lips, I'm going to give this a few minutes to sink into my face, but I'm going to use, this is Milani. This is the Rose Lip Treatment. It's like their oil infused. I don't really like these. I used the coconut one. I'm almost done with this rose one. It's okay. Like, it's not healing my lips in any way, but it's okay for putting on when you're like applying your makeup. They're $7.99. There's not a lot of product in them, but I got them on sale for $2.99. So I think for that price, it's okay, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it on my lips. Okay, for an eye base, I'm going to use the NYX Dark Circle Corrector. This one is in Light Pale. I've been using this one for a while, probably 6 months, and I mentioned it in my underwhelming products video, but I just have a love-hate relationship with it. Some days I love it, some days I hate it. We'll see what today is. I don't know if it's because I'm applying it differently each time or what. Okay, this is the new Wet n Wild brush. I only have this one. It's their eye dome brush, and I like it to use with cream products like this. So I am going to go ahead and just dip it into the product and spread it onto my eyes to use as a eye primer. I usually like to do my eyes first, and that's what you usually see in all my videos of me putting on makeup. But in the last couple of months, I've been doing my face makeup first, so I thought I would go ahead and do that. We're going to use L'Oreal Paris 24-Hour Infallible Pro Glow, and this one is in 204. I've only used it a couple of times. It's a good color match. It wore well throughout the day, and the few times I've worn it, I'm not like blown away by it, but I do really like it. So to apply it, I'm just going to put a little bit on my face, I like to buff it in using a brush. This is the Real Techniques buffing brush. And then I will use a beauty sponge. I have the Beauty Blender. Sorry, it's not Drugstore. But once I have it on my face, I'll go through and press it into my skin. I'm not applying a primer today because I do not have a Drugstore primer on hand. I have two that are not Drugstore. It's the Becca Backlight and the Smashbox Priming Water. So I'm just going to skip that step. I think that the lotion will kind of give me a good base. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on right now. Okay, so there is, let me zoom you in. There is my skin up close with the Pro Glow. So as you can see, it sinks in well, it blends out well, and it does have, I don't think it's an overly glowy finish. I think it's just enough that your skin doesn't look matte. So for concealer, I'm going to go back into the dark circle corrector. Sometimes I put this underneath my foundation and sometimes I put it on top. There is honestly no rhyme or reason to why I switch it up. Either way, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I think honestly the hate comes from I don't think it mixes with every product that well. So I'm just going to dab it on and then blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Alright, and then to set all of that, when I do my face first, I do like to go ahead and put all my face cream products on and then my powder products so that if I have any fallout from my eyeshadow, it will wipe away easily. So I'm going to be using, this is the Wet n Wild contouring palette. This one is in Caramel Toffee. I do have Dulce de Leche and I absolutely love it. I love it so much that I wanted to go out and buy this one. The contour is a little dark for me, but I can definitely make it work. These powders are very soft, so they kick up a lot of powder, so you really need to tap your brush into it opposed to like dig it in. But if you tap your brush in, you're going to reduce the amount of powder, but you're also going to get kind of a nice look out of it. So I'm going to use, this is new to me, it is the Real Techniques 300. It's the tapered brush. That's like their Bold Metals collection. I really love these. They're very expensive, not on sale, but if you wait for them to go on sale, they're not a bad price. This is usually, I think, $16, $17, and it went on sale for $12, so I went ahead and picked it up from Ulta. But like I said, you just want to kind of pat it in, and then you won't get fallout, but you will see it is on the brush. Tap it off a little bit, and then I just like to press it underneath the eyes. Alright, as you saw, I did take it over my eyes and up here. I think it just, that yellow powder helps lighten the center of the face. So for the rest of the face, I'm going to take, this is an oldie but a goodie for me. This is L'Oreal True Match Powder. This one is in W3. This used to be my favorite, but as you can see, it has hard pan on it, and it's only about a month old, if a month old, so that really upsets me, but it's still a nice product. I'm just going to take the Real Techniques big powder brush. I'm just going to press it in and then pat it all over the skin. I want to contour and trying to decide what brush to use. I also have, this is the Gold Medals 100 by Real Techniques. They advertise it as a powder brush, but I think it's perfect for bronzer, so that's what I use it for. So I'm going to use it to contour, and with this, since it is so dark, I do just go ahead and lightly apply it, like that's probably what we're working with right here. Do you see that? Here's done, not done, done, not done. Same thing, just a light tap into it, tap it off, and then put it on the other side. You can get real heavy-handed with this, so be careful that if you have lighter skin like me, lighter skin tones, then you are being kind of light-handed. If you have deeper skin tones, you can probably not have to be so careful with it. For bronzer, I'm going to use, this is the Butter Bronzer. This one is in Light. I was on the fence about this at first, but now I've decided that I really like it. You can't apply too much on the face. It just looks so natural and sun-kissed, and I really do enjoy it. The smell's okay. Some people love the smell, some people hate the smell. I just think it's whatever. I'm going to kind of wipe my brush off a little bit because I'm going to use that same Real Techniques brush. I just want to make sure I'm not going to get that dark color too much and ruin my makeup. Okay, so I just take it and kind of just run it back and forth, sometimes a little swirl, but just back and forth, tap it off, and then I'm going to just kind of bronze my cheeks, forehead, chin, all that stuff. Before I put blush on, I do like to hit it up with my highlight. Here we go. This is brand new. I have used it like 3 times, but this is the Essence Pure Nude. This is 10 Be My Highlight, and just like the Wet n Wild product, extremely powder. I don't know if you can see the powder sitting in it, but it's very natural, not gonna overdo it too much with this product unless you got your brush wet. Very everyday appropriate, work appropriate, all that stuff, but it's not gonna give you that shining, bright look that you might want. But I like to brush this pretty much all over my face, kind of like an Hourglass product. Well, I've never used Hourglass product powder, but I imagine it's similar. So again, you just want to tap it in because it is so powdery. And then I'm going to put it on my cheekbones, my nose, my forehead, all over. So you can see right there versus here. This is Milani 01 Romantic Rose. This is one of their kind of iconic rose blushes. It's so beautiful. The quality of this is decent. I think that people are more drawn to the packaging than the actual product, but with that said, it does apply nicely. You just have to use a light hand when you dust it on. So for the brush that I'm going to use, it is not Drugstore, but it's my favorite blush brush. It's the It by Ulta blush brush. I've had this for years. I feel like the amount of time that I've had it and used it, it's pretty much has paid for itself. But I'm just going to pat it in, tap it off. And what I like to do is stamp my blush on instead of like rub it on. Very subtle. I enjoy it. And as you can see, it was easy to apply. I think with some products that are soft, like these and the other powders I've used, you can't swirl your brush in. You have to tap it in, and then you'll eliminate the powder, but you'll also get enough product on your brush to get a good pigmentation. So it's really about knowing how to apply the product sometimes. So I think that is everything for the face. I feel like my face looks pretty flawless, and I don't think it looks like I have too much makeup on, but that could be just me. But let's go in with eyeshadow. So today I'm going to go in, this is the NYX Ultimate palette. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to use. This is not available on Ulta's website anymore, but it is on NYX website still. But this one is the Warm Neutrals palette. So I did set my eyes with that setting powder. So I think I'm going to create a crease look mixing these 2 colors right there. So I'm going to, again, some of these brushes are not Drugstore, but oh my god, I love this one. This is the Real Techniques Gold Medals 203. It has like a pinched in kind of thing. It's perfect for getting into the eyes. I really like it. So I'm going to tap into this one and this one, and these are powdery, so you want to tap it off, and then I'm going to put it directly in the crease. Do you see the difference that made from this one to this one? It's crazy. Let's build it up a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to add some more depth to it by choosing this color. It's kind of like a brown, but it kind of has subtle purple hints to it. So I'm going to take the same brush and tap it in and put it in my crease as well. Alright, and it looks messy. This one's blending better than this one today. I don't know why, but we will clean that up in a few minutes. But let's work on the lid first. Okay, I'm going to take, this is the NYX Milk Crown. I'm kind of panning mine, so it looks a little small, but I'm going to put it on the lid. And I'm not going to blend it out. I'm going to keep it just like that. I think I might actually use this kind of bronzy one. I think so pretty, that's naturally what my eye is drawn to. So I'm just going to stamp it on my lid. And I'm not going to take it all the way in because I will put a lighter color on the inner corner. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the palette and take this color right here and put it on the inner corner of my lid. It's just a very pretty champagne color. Whoop, whoop. Now I'm going to go back to that original brush without any extra product and just blend that that crease again. And then I'm going to take, this is a Sonia Kashuk, what is it, the number 116. It's just a blending brush. I'm going to take this kind of skin tone color right here, and I'm going to put it around my brow, and I'm also going to use it to clean up all of the shadow. Okay, and then for the shadow that's right here on the edge, I'm going to go back in with the yellow powder from this Wet n Wild. Take that brush, make sure you tap it, and then we're just going to rub it along the edges. I am going to go back in one more time with just a little bit more additional crease colors and run it. Okay, as you can see, that blended out nicely. You have to do a lot of blending to make it work. As far as this palette, I really like it. I think that it applied nicely. There wasn't any fallout. The colors were pretty pigmented. You did have to build them up a little bit, but I like it. It's $18, so you definitely want to get it on sale, but I think it's a nice product. For mascara, this is Essence Forbidden Volume False Lash Mascara Top Coat. This is new to me, but I liked it upon first application. I think that it just adds more so fullness to your lashes. It's not really going to add a lot of volume. It does a decent job, but it's not going to be like crazy volumized. I don't think it looks like false lashes by any means, but I think it does look nice. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. So this is one coat versus nothing. So I'm going to build it up to a second coat. I really like it. So I'm going to do the other side. And I did throw some on my bottom lash too. And then the final thing, this is Essence. You can get Essence at Ulta if I did not say that already. I don't really like filling in my eyebrows, so I just take a brow gel. This is Make Me Brow by Essence. It's in Blondie Blonde. And I just run this through my brows. There we go. Okay, so I did get this. This I have not used. Let me zoom you out. This is Makeup Academy. It is their professional stippling brush. I am going to kind of run this all over my face. This is what it looks like. It's huge. It's like bigger in my face. But I am just going to kind of rub it all over my face to help blend things in. So you can see it kind of just helps brush off excess product without moving any product around too much. Okay, this final step, I apologize, is not Drugstore, it's setting spray. I do not own a Drugstore setting spray. I have used the NYX matte one, and I really like that, and I think that's the only Drugstore I like, so that's a good alternative that I recommend, but I love the Urban Decay All Nighter, so I'm just going to spray it all over my face. And then what I like to do as my final step is to take my beauty blender and press everything into my skin. Alright, and then we got lips, so let me wipe off this. Okay, oldie but a goodie, here we go. Rimmel East End Snob, the Perfect Mauve Lip Liner. Alright, so this was nice to use. East End Snob is good. I love the color. It does break easily, so you don't want to wind it up too much when you apply it. And then the final thing we're going to put on is Maybelline 90 Rose Redefined. This is one of their elixirs. I really love these products. Very easy to use. They're not too sticky. They feel good on the skin. So let me go ahead and put it on. And there you go. Very natural looking for lip products, I think. Alright, here is the final look. I like all the products that I use. I don't feel like any of them were duds by any means. I don't know. I just really liked everything. What do you think? I think it looks very natural. My skin looks flawless. I really think setting it or spraying the setting spray and pressing everything into the skin, it makes my skin look flawless, and a lot of people compliment me on my skin but I think it's the makeup. I mean, my skin's okay by itself, but it's not obviously as airbrushed as when I apply all the products. And I think it helps to take a large stippling brush and kind of knock off excess product. The eyeshadow, I think, is just very natural, but it's not super simple either. It looks like you did more than you did. I think the cheeks look nicely defined. Like I said, if you use a light hand, this dark color is not as scary as it might seem. So thank you all for watching. I haven't sat down and put makeup on in front of the camera in a while. I'm like, I got time today. Let's make this happen. So let me know if you like this video. I definitely have a lot of products that I haven't used on camera. So I would love to use them and let you know my thoughts about them and see what happens and that kind of thing. So let me know in the comments below if that's what you'd like to see. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see all my upcoming videos. And I will check you all in my next video. Bye!